So this is the MP-25. So there's a little bit more going on there than you can see at address, but head size wise is very similar to what you're using in the long irons.
Yeah.
But it's actually, there's a milled, it's actually a hollow golf club.
Is it?
Yeah, which you can't tell from there. And we're able to actually thin out the face and keep it very, very compact and small. So at address, it kind of looks like your 64, very small.
I was going to say,
but you'll be surprised at the distance you get out of it.
Yeah, because they still keep the look of almost a blade, isn't it, to look down at, but which is what people love, isn't it?
Exactly.
But then you look round at it and it's sort of totally different to the blade, isn't it? But that is looks lovely.
Excellent. So this club is made out of boron materials, 1025 boron. So it's forged, but after the forging, we went back and actually cut a slot through the club, so it's actually a hollow golf club. And then from there, we went and we closed that off. By doing that, we have the strength of the boron to go a little bit thinner, but we also are able to increase the rebound area by having such a wide area that's very thin, so the ball jumps off really fast.
So that's so the part where you cut away, that's where you get the sort of faster ball speed
exactly.
from.
So you look at this club from behind, you only see what looks like a very small cavity in it. So that looks like only a small thin area. But what's hidden underneath is where we milled out underneath. So it's actually that thin all the way down almost to the entire sole.
Okay.
So that trampoline's a lot bigger than it appears, which is why you get that added ball speed.
Okay.
And with the boron material, you're able to keep it a little bit stronger so we can go thinner and get that extra boost in distance.
Great. So without the boron, we wouldn't have the product like this.
Yeah, without the boron in this, the club would collapse if you made it the same. We wouldn't be able to make it like this. So the boron allowed us to give that design flexibility to get that extra speed.
Yeah. I'm going to try the 25 wedge now.
Okay.
Straight away, that's softer feel.
Softer than the last one you hit?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm going to move it on. Let's try the 6 iron in the 25s.
Okay. This will be the interesting comparison between the 25 and the 5s with the 6 iron, because that's where the slot starts to come in on the 6.
Okay. And this is the club I hit the most.
Okay.
I've always practiced with my 6 iron, so I wear it out. So I'm used to seeing a lot of 6 iron flights. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in what I can feel from the club, from the head.
And what does it feel like?
It feels very, very solid hit.
We took a step smaller than we usually do.
Yeah.
So this one's a little bit more compact. We kind of made it a point on this club to try to see if we can get forgiveness in it, but do it with all those looks at address.
Yeah, I definitely think it works.
Be curious to see your 6 iron, to see the height difference. Fairly similar.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of difference there at all. I reckon the 25 has gone slightly further there though.
Yeah.
That's 5 yards further at least there, I'd say. The 2 6 irons. Oh, you'd never think it was a distance club, picking it up. Distance probably isn't so important for me. I hit my 7 iron 180 yards. So the extra 5 yards that I feel like I'm gaining here, I probably wouldn't really need. Yeah, so for me, I'd probably look at these perhaps in the 3 and 4 iron, the way I have done with my current set.
And while I don't hit mine nearly as far as you, so for me that extra couple yards is probably a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice. I hit a few, we got a little bit of a breeze, just seeing how it performs if you want to hit it a little bit lower as well. Because I really didn't feel like there was much change in launch between my MP4 and the 25, so
that's good.
It should still be really playable.
So the main difference is just the speed coming off the face?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Yeah.
That's the big thing that I've noticed so far. Yeah, it's the extra yardage I've got.
So yeah, I mean, right now I'm playing the H5 iron set.
Yeah.
I don't know if, I think you said you've experimented with kind of some of the long irons in
Yeah.
that. But it's funny, you know, when you start playing the long irons, I was hitting them so well that I kind of kept it creeping down the set, and eventually I had the full set. And that's where a set like the 25s, where I'm getting a little bit more distance with the 6 iron, I don't want a distance gap as much as you don't.
Yeah.
So it's like the full set actually could play really nicely for me.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to design my own clubs.
So we've got some long irons now.
Yeah.
So this is kind of where we both have a chance to play the same club. Let's compare it to your current one. You got
Yeah.
a 3 right there?
Yeah.
This is MP-64 3 iron?
Yeah. So yeah, I think the 25 slightly bigger head, slightly thicker top line. Yeah, I'll hit my hit mine here.
So even though you go more forgiving in your long iron, you don't go a lot more forgiving.
No.
It's just a small step.
Yeah, exactly. It's it would be quite a big jump for me to go from the Blade MP4 to say like the H5 that you were talking about earlier, which is why, you know, this sort of club fits. If you're going into a green with a 3 iron, you know, the majority of guys would probably, you'd be happy. Yeah, it's 230 yards.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good shot to hit the green, isn't it? And
Or 190 yards.
yeah, exactly. I didn't want to say it. So I think sometimes maybe if there's a crosswind or something like that, you maybe try and knock the ball down a little bit, or try and hold it in the wind. But you know, long irons for me are more, like I keep saying, more about the launch.
Right.
And having the being able to call on that if you needed it. You know, I can still knock them down, but being able to just maybe move the ball up a fraction in my stance and feel like I can hit this 3 iron up here,
Right.
and it's going to come down like a 6 iron on the green.
Let's give it a rip. Let's see you throw one up in the air. That's still landing soft, which
Yeah,
is nice.
really good. On tour now, it's a long hitter's game, and you know, if you're not carrying the ball with a driver 270, 280, you can't compete on the golf courses.
It's a distance game, as you said, so every little bit helps, especially as your head speed starts going down. You need that technology to help get the ball out there.
Exactly. You know, I love what the blades give me, sort of from 5, 6, 7 iron up, but let's just have a little bit of help at the other end of the bag, and the 64s and obviously these 25s give me exactly that.
Right. And that's where I'll take that forgiveness and just pull it a little bit further down in the set.
Well,
as far down
you'll
as I
take
can.
it throughout the whole bag. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. You can't have enough forgiveness.